Hello everyone. Welcome. My name is Simone Jackson, creator of the Fab Grad, and today we are talking about how to stand out as a nano influencer. I'm really excited to talk about this today because I previously created a video about how to book your first brand deal as a nano influencer, and it's doing pretty well on my channel. So I thought I would come back and give some more tips around this subject. So if you are someone that is interested in career tips, business chats, and lifestyle content, then definitely hit that subscribe button and follow me on Instagram at the Fab Grad. Let's get started. So I'm really excited to talk about this topic today. Let's start off with saying that what is a nano influencer, right? So a nano influencer is someone that has less than 10,000 followers. So I usually think about this particular topic on Instagram, right? I want to make sure that you have at least 10,000 followers on Instagram, but it is okay to add things up. So if you have like more followers on YouTube than Instagram or another platform that's really popular, it's feel free to add, but most of the time, nano influencers, we're talking about Instagram and someone that has less than 10,000 followers. I am currently a nano influencer, so I think I have just hit over the 3,000 mark, so not even at 5,000 yet and still going, but today's tips will be dedicated to those that have less than 10,000. Alrighty, so here we go. The very first tip that I have in terms of how to stand out as a nano influencer is to study the greats. Now, the tips that I'm going to give today are not going to be your usual like, quality pictures and more content. I'm not going to give you the obvious. I'm really dive deep into these, and studying the greats is a very great tip. Why? Because you need inspiration. You need people who are killing the game. I am going to add a couple of people who I think are doing fabulous with this content creation piece on Instagram and YouTube and all of that. And so make sure that you follow them as well. There's Maddie James, Jalissa, Hilo Lux, Dana Bolden. These are some of my favorites. The important thing about studying the greats are they really help you understand what it means to create quality content. It's in the way that they talk. It's in the way that they dress. It's in the way that they speak. It's in the way that they create their content. So make sure that you are studying the greats and just taking in their content so that you can understand what it means to actually stand out. The next thing that you want to have to stand out as a nano influencer is to have an opinion. Now, a lot of people don't talk about this, but this is really important because having an opinion makes you unique, right? Let's think about somebody like Jackie Aina. Jackie Aina is like your everyday Black woman who's creating content on YouTube about makeup and beauty and hair and fashion. But what's different about Jackie Aina is that Jackie has an opinion, a very loud opinion about a lot of different things that are really important to her. And so her following is really there, yes, for the makeup, but really for her critical and helpful reviews on makeup and really driving the beauty industry in terms of what they need to do in terms of diversity and inclusion and all of that. That is what makes Jackie Aina different. So what is your opinion? Whatever your niche is, whatever you're talking about, tell us something that you have an opinion on, even if it's fashion, right? I love it when girls say, this is the trend for this year, but this is not really my thing. I think that plaids are not that flattering, or I think that pearl headbands are not that cute. Whatever it is, I want to know your opinion. That is going to help you stand out. If you can give a critique, if you can shed light on a particular area, if you can even just share your thoughts on a daily product, that's really important because as an influencer, your opinion matters, and that's what the brands are going to pay you for. So start having an opinion on different things and different topics that you're interested in. All right, the third piece of advice, and this is really important. You need to start creating content on SEO friendly platforms. Now, Instagram is amazing. You can do so much. You can do video, you can do text, you can do mood boards. I mean, literally everything you can do on any other platform, you can do on Instagram. But here's what Instagram doesn't have: SEO. And I'm going to put the definition of SEO on the screen, but this is basically making sure that you are searchable on the internet. And so Instagram, I'll use myself as an example. I have a talk show on Instagram where I monthly interview different young millennials who are doing their thing and sharing their life and business and all of that, right? So my talk show is there on Instagram and IGTV, but the issue is it's stuck in IGTV. I can't share the link out that will show me analytics that I really want. It's hard for the guest to share the link out because it's only on my page. I can't really edit it the way that I want to. So it's really, I can't share. It's just so many different things. So when you're creating content, you want to start creating content on SEO friendly platforms. Those would be a blog, a YouTube channel, a podcast, or Pinterest. All of these things are really great for when you want to be in control a little bit more, specifically a blog. You're really in control because it's your platform and you pay for it. But you can also use YouTube or podcasting or Pinterest to get your name out there and to have things where if someone typed in Google your name, like The Fab Grad, yes, my Instagram would come up, but then there's other things that will share more light. Similar to something that Maddie James says, who I absolutely love, is that there's no influencer that's really killing it, that kind of gets to that superstardom, that doesn't have a second platform where they are sharing more content. My personal preference is YouTube, but I also have a podcast that is really intimate and my audience really loves it because if you want, it's kind of like the unfiltered me. And so I just kind of talk about how I'm feeling or what I'm thinking about on that particular day or in time. So definitely check out the podcast. But long story short, you want to make content that has that's on a different platform that is more SEO friendly. That's definitely going to help you stand out with brands and with your audience. The 4th out of 5 tips is to create an association. Now you might be wondering, what is an association? An association to me is something that your audience associates you with. Now, don't think too hard about this. It could be big or small. An association could be, this girl loves to go to brunch. When I think of Simone, I think of brunch. Or this girl always has a cute top and jeans. When I think of a cute outfit, I think of Simone. Or this girl always has a cup of coffee in the morning. When I think of the morning time and coffee, I think about Simone and what type of coffee she had this morning. An association is really important because you start to become a part of your audience's routine. They start expecting a certain thing from you, which makes you memorable, which therefore makes you stand out. So when I first started on Instagram, I was kind of doing anything I wanted, which is totally fine. Everyone should be allowed to do what they want, to discover what they like to do. But after a while, I started sharing some of my thoughts about career and life in general on my way to work. I would talk on my phone and share, hey y'all, this is some of my tips on, should you leave a job sooner than later? How do you become a new employee? What's the best way? I would give all kind of tips on my way to work. That blew me up. My followers absolutely loved it, and they were addicted to every morning watching me go to work and talk about my career. So now a lot of people associate me still with those morning car chats, and they associate me with brunch. So the best thing about it is you can have a ton of different associations. It's all about what you want to talk about. But just make sure that you're showing up and doing it consistently, maybe once a day or once a week, but something that you do every day that's super easy to share so that your audience, when they think of, having mac and cheese every weekend or something like that, they think of you, or going to brunch or something like that, because that's what's going to make you memorable. Now, my last tip is important as well, and it's give your audience what they want. This is so important. I'll use myself as an example again. I talk about career tips and helping people with their businesses, but I love fashion. And so I randomly decided, I had so many clothes during this quarantine that I bought that I said, hey, would you guys like to see a fashion haul for me? I got an overwhelming amount of yeses. And so what did I do? I went in front of my closet, and maybe I have some clips here, and I started showing my outfits. This went so well with my audience. They loved my outfits. It was this new thing that they learned about me. I actually showcased this top, and this is from Fashion Nova. I showcased this top. I had these earrings. So people started to associate me with fashion hauls. Mind you, I give career tips and business chats. So when I was like, they're really into this fashion piece, should I keep doing it? It's not really in my niche. The answer is yes. If your audience loves it and wants more of it, go ahead and create quality content around that topic. It makes you memorable, relatable, and it makes people recognize that you are multifaceted. It also, for me, allows me to get a little bit more into some fun content outside of just sharing, advice. So definitely tap into what your audience wants. It makes a huge difference when people share about you at the next brunch table of, hey, did you see Simone's fashion haul? She got this top and I bought it too. That's what you want people to do. All right, y'all. I hope that these tips were really, really helpful. It's been the 5 tips that have helped me grow as a nano influencer. And I think my next video is going to be about the mistakes that I've made as a nano influencer that stunted my growth. So if you're interested in that, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and follow me on Instagram, of course, at @thefabgrad. And in the comments below, tell me something that a lot of your followers associate you with. I would love to know what they're associating you with so that I can go check you out on Instagram as well. All right, have a great day, y'all. Bye.